So Malia Moss, or Au Paris, did this travel tat video started by Fred That's Weird, and I thought it sounded fun, so I figured I'd try it out. Plus, I love her travel videos. Number 1, list all the places you visited. So I visited a bunch of places in Sweden. I've been to Norway a couple of times, Finland several times, 2 different cities. I've been to Denmark. I've been to Germany a couple of times. I've been to France as a kid and as an adult. I was in Barcelona for a couple of days, primarily for a tech fair, so I didn't see much of the city. I've been to Italy and Monaco very, very briefly. I was visiting my dad in France, and he said, hey, let's take a day trip. So we drove through Monaco. We parked the car and took like a little touristy train thing, just around an hour. And then we went to Italy and we had coffee, or my dad had espresso in like each country, and we sent postcards from Monaco and postcards from Italy. I've been to Estonia. I was baptized in Tallinn. I've been to Moscow a lot, visiting my grandparents, and also my grandparents' place out in the middle of nowhere, the log cabin by the river Volga. I've been to Israel and Egypt. Egypt, we were in Israel and drove. My parents decided that we should visit Egypt, so we just spent a lot of time at the border, went to some hotel, had ice cream, looked at Egypt, and went back and spent more time at the border. And Morocco, Greece, and Cyprus. And that might be it for that side of the pond. And then I've been to a bunch of places up and down the east and west coasts of the United States, but I've also been to Bozeman, Montana, which was amazing. And I think when we went into Yellowstone, we went into at least one other state, but I'm not sure which one. And North Carolina with my mom when I was younger. When I was a kid, I went to Canada, but I don't remember where. I remember that we saw a beaver in like this separating strip on the highway. Technically, I suppose I've been to the Netherlands because I've landed in Amsterdam a bunch of times for travel, but I don't know if that counts. Number 2, what's your favorite place that you visited? Montana was pretty cool, just because like there's a reason they call it Big Sky Country. Like it was so vast, and it was a really, really nice visit. I'm really bad at picking favorites. Number 3, what's your dream location? Right now, I really want to go to Japan, and we're looking into maybe going there this fall for 2 weeks. Number 4, what's your favorite form of travel? I love road trips. I really like driving, but also there's that possibility of spontaneity. Like you can see a sign for, world's biggest ball of twine or whatever, just detour, and you can just set off and go wherever, and you have all your stuff with you. Yeah, road tripping. I love road tripping. Number 5, what's the worst experience you've had in an airport or on an airplane? 2 years ago, in 2011, we went on our honeymoon. We went to California, we drove around, we went to Vegas, and then we flew to Montana to visit my friend, and then we went to New York. And I got sick on the way over to the US. So like in London, when we landed, I was getting a tickle in my throat. And I got sicker and sicker. I lost my voice at one point. We were joking that there's probably a comedian who would do something about like the perfect honeymoon is one where the bride can't speak. But I was really, really sick. And we did stuff anyway, because like we were there and I'm crazy. So when we flew to Montana already, like the landing and taking off was kind of uncomfortable. So the flights home from New York were horrible because I was in so much pain. My ears were plugged up. I found out later that I had a pretty badly inflamed eardrum. But it was just so much pain in my face, in my ears. I seriously thought that my head was going to explode. I was going to bleed out of my ears. And when we landed in London, we were kind of late because there had been some sort of storm thing in New York. And so we figured, well, we'll hurry up. We get there, and we've missed our flight. And we hear the people in front of us in the line to get rebooked. They get told that they can get a flight that's at like 3 or 4 that afternoon. This is 7 in the morning. I started crying. I don't cry in public a lot, and I was so exhausted and so much pain. I just wanted to like go home and die in my own bed. But we did actually manage to get on a flight that was only a couple of hours later. Number 6, what's the best food you've tasted abroad? This is gonna sound really bad, but I love the bean, cheese, and guacamole burritos at Nico's in Ocean Beach in San Diego. That's the first thing I do every time I get there. I go to Nico's and I get a bean, cheese, and guacamole burrito. I can't think of like a specific meal. Like I love eating good food when I travel, but I don't know if I could pinpoint like a specific meal when I've been traveling. Number 7, what's your favorite part of traveling overall? I want to say like the whole thing, the anticipation and the planning, and the getting there, and the spontaneous discoveries, and meeting new people, and good food, even if I can't think of any specific examples. Yeah, so traveling is my favorite part of traveling. And that's it. So check out Malia's channel. She does some awesome travel videos, and if you want to do this tag, do it. Feel free to leave it as a video response below. And bye!